What's more important to you? To be right or to have a family? For a lot of you, it's more important to be right than to have peace in your family and in your marriage. That is why you have so many issues. That is why there's fights in your marriage, in your family, because you want to be right. Lose your right to be right. And then you're going to have peace in your marriage and in your family. But you say to me, but they wronged me. My husband wronged me. My siblings wronged me. My parents wronged me. They did me wrong. They should ask me for forgiveness. They lose that right. Humble yourself. We follow a humble God who did not deem his equality with God something to be grasped, but rather emptied himself, as the letter to the Philippians says, chapter 2, and took on the human form and humbled himself and taught us that. Humility. The way to peace is only by way of humility. You know, after Pope John Paul II, Saint John Paul II, who comes from where I come from Poland, was elected the head of the Polish Bishops' Conference, he wrote a letter together with Cardinal Kominek to the German people. This was after the Second World War. And he wrote there, "We ask you for forgiveness, and we forgive you." Now, who wronged who? Who invaded who? September 1st, 1939, the start of the Second World War. The Germans, the Nazis, Hitler invaded Poland. They set up concentration camps, killed millions of people, gassed them and burned them to death in the concentration camps. And yet, Saint John Paul II, Pope John Paul II, the great saint from Poland, knew that unless you humble yourself, there will be no peace. And now there's no border between Poland and Germany. Polish people live in Germany and Germans live in Poland. There's peace. You know, yeah, your husband did you wrong, Yeah, you were wronged. They hurt you. Okay, you're right. And so what? How does that help you in your life? I'm asking a question. How does you being right help you? Ask yourself, what's more important, to be right or to have a family, to have a marriage? To have a partner? Having community is more important than being right. Lose your right to be right. Sometimes the road to peace in a family and in a relationship is so easy than just picking up the phone and saying, hey, forgive me. But you say, oh, but they did me wrong. So what? Stop wanting to be right, and then you'll have peace. Humble yourself. That's what Jesus is teaching us. I'm here in North Las Vegas, Nevada. If you need anything, call me 702-330-0035. I do baptisms, quinceañeras, weddings. I marry people civilly also in the state of Nevada. Whatever you need here at the Shrine of St. Benedict, give me a call. I'm here for you in Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas.